Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jose and this is Parfums de Jose. Now as you see before you, today we're going to be looking at a fragrance from the house of Ralph Lauren. We are looking at Purple Label. This fragrance was released in 2003, so this was about 21 years ago. And this has a cult following, you could say, within the fragrance community. Some say a hidden gem, some say a masterpiece. I've yet to actually smell it, so we're going to be looking at our first impressions. So let's dive a little deeper into this purple label and what exactly this means. So the color purple since ancient times has been associated with the wealthy and the powerful. The reason behind that was because it was a difficult color to produce and it was very expensive. So ever since then, the color purple has always been associated with royalty, with the high end, with the best of the best. And that's how we have Ralph Lauren's Purple Label. Purple Label is basically its most exclusive and high-end clothing line for men. This was released back in 1994, so it has the most luxurious material, their high-end, best of the best. But with that said, let's go ahead and unbox this fragrance. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the bottle. Here we go. Very nice presentation. And here we have the bottle. 0 fingerprints until now. Look at that color. Oh my God. This is a beautiful, beautiful color. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. At the top we have Ralph Lauren. So this has to be a newer formulation. Here we go. Here we have the batch code. So it looks like it's SGWO0W6. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and spray this. I got a test strip, and of course, obviously, we'll test it on skin as well. Give it a nice good spray, right? Okay. 2 sprays. All right, let's see here. Does it live up to the hype? Okay. All right. So, what do I think? First off, I absolutely love this thing. This does smell elegant. This smells fresh. It smells expensive, exquisite. I really like this. I really, really do like this. So looking at the notes here, at the top we have blackberry, green coriander, and mandarin orange. In the middle we have sage and thyme. And in the base we have mahogany, oak moss, and musk. I've heard some reviewers say that this kind of has this throwback vibe, and when we're talking throwback, we're talking 2000s, because I mean we're in 2024, so the throwbacks was 20 years ago, was 2000. I know to some of us it's hard to believe, trust me. It's hard for me to believe, but yeah, we're not, throwbacks isn't no longer the 80s. Throwbacks is somewhere around the 2000s. I do believe that this does have some of that 2000s staple. There's certain fragrances that when you smell them, you know, okay, this is around the 2000s type of fragrance. They had this, I can't describe it, but there was this very particular, I don't know if it was a certain ingredient that they would use, but there's a certain tone that you get from those early 2000 fragrances, which personally I love. Some people say that it smells purple. In a weird way, I can understand what they're saying. How does a color smell? I don't think anybody could explain that, but I can definitely understand what they mean, right? We have our blue fragrances and then we have our purple fragrances. It's a perfect balance between elegance, versatile, everyday wear. It's really nice. It's sweet. It has this dark tone, but it's not roughly dark. I think that fruity combo between the blackberry, the mandarin orange, and even that green coriander give this very dark yet sweet and fruity, yet still fresh and aromatic. It's a perfect balance between all of those things. It's not too dark, it's not too light and airy. It's right in the middle. It's got sweetness, but it's not overly sweet like today's fragrances. Signature scent worthy for sure. Now, obviously, this is my first impressions. I've yet to actually wear it and actually test out its performance and see how it actually performs on my skin. This definitely doesn't smell strong like a Sauvage Elixir, but it's definitely not anywhere near the weekend. It smells like it would probably last moderate amount. It's definitely not going to be something that's going to, go away in 2 hours, but I don't think this is going to be a beast mode fragrance. So final thoughts. Overall, I really enjoy this fragrance. I really liked it. This is right up my alley. Being a discontinued fragrance, being an early 2000s fragrance, all of those things were right up my alley. So this had been on my radar for a long time. So this fragrance is very unique. So you're definitely, if you wear this fragrance, you're not going to smell like everybody else. It doesn't smell like your typical fragrance that's coming out in today's market. This is very high quality. It's sophisticated. It has this freshness, yes, citrus vibe going on because of the mandarin orange. And then it's got this earthy, almost muddy undertone with that blackberry, the mahogany. Now, the only knock that most people have on this is the fact that it is not readily available. Every now and then it does become available on discounter websites, but most often they sell quickly, so you either have to be quick or you just need to know somebody to get this fragrance. Alright, so that was our unboxing, our first impressions, and our final thoughts on Ralph Lauren's Purple Label. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.